Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cardiff and to St David's Hall. I wonder if I may first of all introduce myself. My name's Donald Walters, and I'm privileged and proud to be a member of the council of this splendid university of ours, the council being the governing body of the university. It's my great pleasure to welcome everyone present to this graduation ceremony, or congregation to give it its technical name. In doing so, may I extend a particularly warm welcome to parents, partners, friends and others whose support of those graduating today will have played a major part in their success. My congratulations to each of you graduating today, graduands as you are at the moment, who are about to be translated into graduates, and I have no doubt that you will have studied with great diligence and determination in order to earn your place at this ceremony. In so doing, you will receive a qualification from this university which has more than 120 years of service and achievement behind it, and I believe a truly illustrious future. I trust that each of you will be able to use your qualification to enrich your lives in many ways, not only to use it as a means of earning a living, but also to expand your interests in many potential ways, some of which may be of benefit to others in the community where you may be living from time to time. You can be confident that the qualification which you've earned from Cardiff is held in high regard, not just in Britain, but worldwide. A very important consideration for a university which competes on a global basis and for students who wish to pursue careers internationally. This reputation has been earned because of the importance which the university attaches to its teaching mission. Just recently, the university received a strong and clear endorsement of the Quality Assurance Agency of the Quality of Cardiff University's awards. To maintain these high standards, the university continues to invest heavily. For example, a £16 million investment to provide purpose-built premises for the School of Optometry and Vision Sciences is just underway, providing space and resources for world-class teaching and research. Again, a £3.5 million high-speed computer network makes Cardiff one of the first universities in the world to benefit from next-generation technology in this field. Employers, of course, endorse that quality. The university continues to be targeted by major employers, and the employment levels of our graduates remain very strong. I trust that's been your experience if you are about to start your career. While those of you continuing your studies will find that you have a solid foundation on which to build. Cardiff is one of Britain's leading research-led universities, a status endorsed by the latest government assessment, in which it was ranked 7th out of 106 institutions in the UK for the quality of the research undertaken. 25 of 33 research areas were recognised as undertaking work of international significance. Of these, 7 were ranked in the highest possible category. This research delivers social, cultural and economic benefits and makes a difference to the lives of people in terms of health, employment, culture and overall quality of life. Having achieved our strategic aim of becoming one of the top 10 research universities in Britain, we've now set our sights even higher. Our new target is a place in the top 5. I hope also you will agree with me when I say that being a top research university also has very favourable consequences as far as the quality of teaching is concerned. The past, present and future of this university is very well set out in pages 2 to 7 of the programme. This afternoon's list of people who are to graduate is inserted into a common programme, so you'll find that pages 5, 6 and 7 are actually towards the back of the programme. Last year saw a new era for university education in Wales, a very important one, when Cardiff University and the University of Wales College of Medicine merged. This merged Cardiff University has the size and span of expertise to establish itself as a world-class institution, undertaking research, learning and teaching of international distinction for the benefit of Wales and the wider world. In the university, we are indeed very mindful of our relationships and roles with the county of Cardiff, in which we are situated, and indeed in the whole of Wales, and many of our departments have an all-Wales remit. Merger's already paid dividends with an investment of 10.8 million, bringing state-of-the-art brain imaging facilities to Wales. The dedicated use of these facilities for brain research will be unique in the United Kingdom. The exciting opportunities offered through the merger are expected to create many hundreds of jobs in the region within 6 years, but not just within the university, but arising from a range of new high-tech companies that are expected to be established as a result of merger. Universities such as ours are, in fact, engines of considerable potential for employment in the area in which we operate. In addition to the economic benefits and the increased recognition and opportunities of Wales on the international stage, merger will also strengthen health services in Wales by widening professional and non-clinical skills development. There's much more that I could point to as evidence of the international distinction of this university, including the prizes, awards and other distinctions earned by the academic staff, the designated centres of excellence and other new facilities, including the development of the Henry Wellcome Building for Biomedical Research in Wales, which is situated at the University Hospital of Wales, and the £3.5 million project to provide accommodation for the School of Computer Sciences Grid Centre. I'm sure, like me, you all know exactly what that means. But let us return to the ceremony itself. I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the ceremony if we spend a few moments going through it. You will see that the words used for the various stages of the ceremony are printed in your programme under the relevant heading. The congregation, after I sit down, will proceed with the reading of the graduation proclamation in Welsh and English by Angharad Wyn George, who's studying for an MA and a Gymraeg. Following that, the University Director, Mr. Les Rhys, will read the authorisation for the admission of graduands to degrees, and we will then proceed to admit you to your degree. Graduands will be presented firstly by Professor Mike Reid, who is the Deputy Director of the Cardiff Business School, degree of Bachelor of Science, and then he will be followed by Professor Mike Bolton, Head of the Department of Optometry and Vision Sciences, also dealing with the degrees of Bachelor of Science, and then thirdly Professor Roger Mansfield, who is the Director of the Cardiff Business School, who will be dealing with the matter of higher degrees. Once the presentation has been made, you will be admitted to your degrees by the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. David Grant. When that is finished, Mr. Rhys will then ask all graduates to stand, and you'll be greeted by myself and the acting warden of the Gilder graduates, Mr. Kenneth Richards. After that will be a ceremony to admit first Professor John Marshall and then Douglas and Mary Perkins as honorary fellows of the university. Finally, I will close the proceedings. In conclusion, may I ask you to make sure once again that all mobile phones are turned off, and also to clap after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their degrees and not as each one crosses the stage. So, it only remains now for me to hope that you all enjoy yourselves on this happiest of occasions, and I now call on Angharad Wyn George to read the proclamation. Thank you.
Hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol, y cynhelir heddiw y 12fed dydd o fis Gorffennaf 2005 yma yn Ninas Caerdydd, gynulliad awdurdodedig Prifysgol Cymru, i dderbyn i'w priodol raddau, bersonau da i gair, sydd trwy yfrydiaeth yn y Brifysgol, a thrwy ddisg, medr a dyfalbarhad, wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ag ordiniannau'r Brifysgol, gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad ar iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl i wasanaethu ei hoes a'i cenedl dan fendith y nef. Yna, doleini a gyfyd mewn tywyllwch, ath dywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd, a rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladant yr hen ddiffeithleoedd. Gorau awen gwirionedd. The best inspiration is truth. Be it known to members of the University and to all here present that an authorised congregation of the University of Wales is being held here in the city of Cardiff on the 12th of July 2005 to admit to their appropriate degrees worthy persons who have, through study at the university and through learning, ability and perseverance, been deemed worthy of such degrees in accordance with the ordinances of the university, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Byddai'r hysbys ei aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yn bresennol bod y Brifysgol wedi ddroddi a diodod I Dr David Grant I dderbyn i'w graddau fyfyrwyr Brifysgol Caerdydd a nillodd graddau yn unol y reolau'r Brifysgol. Gwelir enwau rai y gellu ei dderbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn yn y restrau printiedig sydd wedi ei dosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the University and to all who are present that the University has granted authority to Dr David Grant to admit to their degrees students of Cardiff University who have qualified for degrees according to the regulations of the University. The names of those who may be admitted to their degrees in this congregation are to be seen on the printed lists that have been distributed.
Anrhwyderus isgan hellor, cyflwynaf I ti, disgyblion o'n prifysgol ni, a enillodd y radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth. I, Professor Mike Reid, present for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Matthias Johann af Trolle Velinda. Nishant Akbar. Nicholas Peter Aldrich. Ashgar Ali, Jane Alimonda, Victoria Carol Andrews, Chris Owen Ankers, Paul Matthew Anscombe, Louise Karen Arnell, Emma Elizabeth Bacon, David Baker, Sarah Marie Balderston, Kay Stephanie Banfield, Stephen Michael Beaver, Samuel John Bennett, Caroline Bircher, Sean Blizzard, James Peter Colquhoun Bolton, Silfa Bonda, Emma Kate Bosquet, Hayley Rebecca Bound, Adrian William Bowen, Michael Brereton, Laura Elizabeth Catherine Briggs.
Pnawn da, good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, I will speak in Welsh to admit groups of graduands. Each degree has a formula of admission, which, when translated, means, by the authority conferred upon me by the University, I admit you to the degree, which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree. Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations, well done.
Kerry Broad. Caroline Joanna Iscar Brooks. Robert George Brown. Thomas Charles Brown. Kate Louise Buddery. Michael James Burbidge. Charles William Burgoyne. Matthew James Burton. Thomas David Campbell. Gemma Louise Cannings. Rachel Helen Caswell. Ian Christopher. Patronithi Chunhasumborn. Alex Piero Sinas. Christopher William Cooley. Helen Rosella Cook. Oliver Anthony Cooper. Claire Francis Corrie. Rhea Margaret Cox. Claire Coxall. Matthew Peter Curtis. Nicola Louise Daly. Christopher Matthew Davis. Gwenllian Meyer Davis. Philip Rodri Davis.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations, well done.
Anna Louise Davis. Jennifer Ann Day. Rupinder Kaur-Dinsa. Sarah Francis Dickinson. James Edward Drury. Matthew Dunk. Jonathan Wynne Edwards. Victoria Emsley. Christopher Mark Evans. Victoria Claire Evans. David Fell. Luke Fellows. Sarah Forrest. Nathan James Freegard. Paul Rees Fryer. Mark Andrew Gabriel. Laura Sian Gamble. Lee Michael Game. Andrew James Gibson. Roger Gill. Nicola Jane Gilman. Jonathan Keith Glaister. Matthew Thomas Glenister. Alexandro Angelo Guidi. Megan Hui Shahan.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddioriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreiniau'r radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Josephine Hilary Handcock. George Hardcastle. Eamon Andrew Harkins. Faye Ann Harper. Wen Huan He. Craig Philip Douglas Herrick. Lewis John Hines. Alexander Morgan Hoggart. Susanna Mary Holder. Gerwin Holmes. Benjamin Lee Hooper. Charles Edward Hughes. Gwyneth Hunt. Emily Hersel. Jonathan James Alexander Hunt. Lauren Alicia Issett. Redeema Jain. Aziza Alzaina Javid. Thomas Jeffries. Christopher Russell Christopher Jeffries. Claire Michelle Jenkins. Emily Jane Martha Jenkins. Jinghui Jiang. Anneli Marilyn Jones. Barry Jones.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreiniau'r radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Carwyn Lloyd Rhys Jones, Natalie Clare Jones, Nicholas John Jones, Paul Christopher Jones, Ria Jane Jones, Heman Kapoor, Stephen Kateri, Rupa Kotecha, Aditi Lakotia, Desmond Junwai Lee, Sarah Lee, Ying Lai, Elizabeth Margaret Littlejohns, Neris Jane Lloyd, Jeanette Louise Lord, Alexander James Michael Lovett, James Piers Lumley, Gautam Mahesh, Robert Manning, Stephen Charles Mardell, Andrew Colin Marsh, Sam Maunda, Christina Jacqueline McEwen Mason, Fiona McFarlane, Cheryl Catherine McNally,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreiniau'r radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Juna Megrolishvili, Rachel Catherine McAuliffe, Alex William Miller, Catherine Miller, Catherine Louise Morris, Emily Claire Mortimer, Oliver James Moole, Siddharth Nair, Christopher Anthony Newell, David Geraint Newman, Kerry Louise Noakes, Benjamin Edward Nolan, Stephen Noyes, Daniel James Oakley, Ross O'Donovan, Kay Offord, Claire O'Hagan, Talulola Olufan Maleo Olu Jinmai, Alexander Robert Orton, Henry Paddison, Simon Page, Victoria Louise Palmer, Mukta Parushu Raman, Laura Jane Parker, Catherine Ann Parry Williams.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl freniau'r radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Simon Elliot Pepworth, Anna Louise Phillips, Carrie Ann Phillips, Joseph William Carver Piggott, Laura Pitts, Sarah Price, Sarah Jane Potter, Christopher Peter Priest, Christopher David Pike, Louisa Jane Rakes, Gary Ramsey, Helen Louise Rees, Lance Christopher Roberts, Liam Michael Roberts, Eleanor Jane Robson, Matthew James Rogers, Daniel Ruffy, Anthony Bruce Rushworth, Tatsiana Samalasava, Nicholas Paul Richard Scholes, Rebecca Louise Scott, Victoria Claire Seymour, Rebecca Simmons, David Sean, Mohit Sipani, Gavin John Skelding.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl freniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Ben Slater, Rachel Claire Smallcalder, David Robert Smith, Edward Benjamin Smith, Lois Smith, William Henry Snelling, Jenny Elizabeth Stevenson, Jonathan Andrew Matheson Sykes, Paul Simon Sylvester, Alison Louise Talbot, Maxim Tereshko, Alexander Toma, Claire Louise Thomas, Darren James Thomas, Lisa Harve Thomas, Nina Gwynn Thomas, Gemma Pearl Tomlinson, James Stephen Twigger, Vinay Vagani, Rhys Brian Vinney, Robert John Waite, Robert George James Wall, Neath Robert Warburton, Thomas Wellingham, Stuart Wheeler.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Caroline Williams, Emma Williams, Emma Louise Williams, Catherine Ann Williams, Amy Elizabeth Willis, Joanna Marie Woolcock, Thomas Benjamin Orayford Glanville, Alicia Jane Wiles, Sergei Zavutkin, Fard Iqbal Beyousuf, Douglas John Dale, Alexandra Kerry Jane Gardner, Wayne-Ann Lai, Hannah Bosworth, Emma Ann Foster, Sophie Elizabeth Jones, Tracy Alison McDonnell, Joanna Louise Rogers, Claire Thompson, and Emily Elizabeth Yeomans.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Anrydeddus is Canghellor, cyflwynir gan yr athro Mike Bolton, disgyblion o'n prifysgol ni, a nillodd radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth.
Professor Mike Bolton, present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Michael Agnew. Bashir Ahmed. Timothy Francis Allen. Brianny Elizabeth Arlott. Carol Maria Barry. Mario Alfred Basso. Michael John Beach. Lorna Charlotte Beek. Victoria Lucy Bennett. Thomas Meredith Biggs. Sally Claire Alter. Edward Christopher Bradnock. Alison Emma Ruth Brand. Suan Haylin Brooks. Jennifer Claire Bushrod. Deepak Chowda. Kristen John Coffey. Emily Craddock. Rupa Dave. Shivani Dave. Rhiann Lynn Davis. Sally Jo Derbyshire. Victoria Alexandria Enamirian. Joanne Kimberly Evans.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Charlotte George. Anita Kerr Kachuru. Paul Andrew Gibson. Rajvi Bipinchan Gudka. Sarah Elizabeth Hammond. Aisha Hanif. Michael Robert Hayden. Olivia Ann Howells. Nasser Hussain. Natalie Jones. Philip Hugh Jones. Rebecca Jones. Adam Kerrigan. Leslie Ann Kingston. Kiran Matharu. Joanna Matthews. Stephen William McCluskey, Abigail Millward, Mohammed Ishaq Mir, Lindsay Ann Moore, Simon Peter Morris, Christine Ann Morrison, Ruth Nicanani, Aisling O'Donovan, Eleanor Ruth Park,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd beglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Reena Vipendra Patel, Himali Paul, Anila Rauf Raja, Ravathi Ravendradas, Catherine Louise Robinson, Fiona Mary Rogers, Sarah Olivia Rogers, Hayley Eilineth Roots, Yvonne Louise Rumfit, Rebecca Maria Rushton, Annabelle Schultz, Joseph Elliott Seaman, Neeti Shah, Neha Bharat Shah, Rakhi Shah, Sweeta Shah, Davina Soda, Po Swan Tang, Surinder Kerr Randhawa, Adam Daniel Thomas, Rachel Louise Thomas, Lily Joy Tran, Sharon Elizabeth Wallace, Joseph Warshall, Joshua Mason Ward,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd beglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Anrydethus isganghethlo, cyffroenath I ti ddisgyblion o'n prifysgol ni, a enethlodd radd athro mewn gweinyddiaeth business. I, Professor Roger Mansfield, present for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Mohammed Abba Al-Khail, Roger Adams, Francisca Oleinka Adikbazen, Adisola Olubonmi Adiosun, Sarah Ahmed Al-Ghani, Kyriaki Anastasia Du, Zoe Andrew Orji, Constantinos Aristotelis, Adekambi Ariwula Balogan, Olubukola Yuandi Balogan, Laura Sean Mary Bebb, Abhishek Begani, Elizabeth Bell, Bamidili Balaji Bello, Abdul Wahid Bat, Stephen Blake, David John Bowles, Aditutu Jubril Buremo, Seng Boon Chan, Sonali Shola, Manji Chowdhury, Christiana Christodoulou, Nicola Clark, Ian Michael Davis, Christina Dodu, Sandeep Doshi, Laura Jane Edwards, Angeliki Philippou, Nitin Garg.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gweinyddiaeth busnes ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Mike Jerusas, Gaurav Goel, Eleni Guliu, Aditya Goyal, Julia Gould, Sumit Gupta, Swati Gupta, Eleonora Hajipantelli, Chen Yang Su, Evelyn Ehizogi Ibudi, Yonis Ioannidis, Dinka Jane, Matthew Leonard James, Arjuna Jayasingh, Jingwen Jiang, Pei Fang Jin, Elizabeth Jones, Brian Ngier Kaharamba, Ajay Kumar Kalyan Sundaram, Vadimovna Katz Olga, Sandeep Kher, Ritika Khanna, Tariq Kawaja, Aditya Kemka, Elena Kobaniok, Athanasios Petros Kofinakos, Yuki Kubota,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddeiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gweithnaddiaeth busnes ac I holl ffrenia'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Alec Gregory Kupelian, Eling Elaine Lau, Gia Lai, Kay Lai, Gary Falia Lilaku, Nolita Lobo, Zhao Lu Ma, Manapa Mashamada, Nyambura Mena, Sumant Malani, Rangana Malik, Vineet Malu, Ishita Mania, Rahul Manshuramani, Karen Mansukani, Christine McCarthy, Kiang Meng, Govind Elamana Menon, Abhishek Modi, Madan Mohan, Reynold George Montemaya Rodriguez, Gareth Morgan, Gokula Krishnan Mathusila Ambukarosu, Kimo Kalerva Mutton, Lalit Nahata, Santosh Narasipura,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gweinyddiaeth busnes ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations, well done.
Siddharth Nima, Janine Marie Nightingale, Novi Puspitarasari Enji, Oluwatoyin Kafilat Okoya, Christophorus Orthodoxu, Gokula Krishnan Padmanabhan, Natasha Patel, Nurja El Pathak, Pulin Patni, Pamela Fiona Payet, Jonathan Price, Simon Andrew Price Thomas, Gareth Pugh, Ahmed Rahman, Hashana Supun Raja Karuna, Tina Marie Roberts, Andrew Stewart Rose, Rishek Rupani, Siddhartha Reddy Sabella, Christina Sakali, Amjad Salim, Maria Samara, John David Scott, Mitesh Shah, Nikita Pravin Shah, Pankil Shah, Sandeep Shah,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gweinyddiaeth busnes ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Amal Shiroli, Ka Yin So, John Sturgis, Liang Sun, Natalia Simeonidou, Christopher J.A. Taylor, Festus Enyo Kwaku Teti, Sushin Thacker, Elizabeth Lavanya Thomas, Beng To, Darshan Piyush Trivedi, Pooja Tiwari, Sadia Osmani, Mangala Gowrie Uthamaraj, Steve Vandersteen, Stella Violari, Ajit Vawani, Sachin Walavalka, Yi Wang, Sin Su Wei, Tony Whitehead, Neil Williams, Ning Zhu, Yai Ye, Zhao Mei Yu, Hao Zhang, Junling Zhang, Lei Zhu, Jeffrey Zolita. Linda Akpoter, Yanis Dumoros, Marley Gale Rodericks,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, a ymddieriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd ethro mewn gweinyddiaeth busnes ac I holl ffreinio'r radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Andrydethus Isgang Heslo, Cyfflwynodd I ti ddisgoblion o'n prifysgol ni, a henethlodd radd doethia mewn athroniaeth. I, Professor Roger Mansfield, present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dominique Victoria Arlott, Alison Mary Binns, Chu Yan Chan, Caroline Gialis, Stuart Gordon Jarrett, Amanda Louise Jones, Craig Kennedy, Carenza Louise Ningjo,
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd doethyr mewn athroniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Anrydethus Hisgang Hethlor, Crymwydoeth I ti rai a nodwyd, yn raglen I thurbin an ei absynoldeb a'i gradau perthnasol. I, Professor Roger Mansfield, present all those who are to receive their degrees in absentia.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi dybyniaeth a chrau a nodwyd yn ei habsynoldeb yw graddau perthnasol ac I holl ffreniau'r graddau hynny.
May I now invite all of you who have graduated this afternoon to stand, please, so that you can receive greetings on behalf of the President and the Warden of the Guild of Graduates. Thank you.
Boed eich gofal yn wasted dros clwydd, ac anrhydedd ein prifysgol a'n gwlad. May your care ever be for the success and good name of our university and our country.
Croeso I Urdd y Graddedigion y Prifysgol Cymru. Welcome to the Guild of Graduates of the University of Wales.
Just before you sit down, I'm sure that all of you very proud graduates would like to join in a tradition we have here in Cardiff, and that is to pay a special tribute to all of those people here in the audience and elsewhere, families, friends, the academic and support staff who have helped and supported you over many years and have got you to this place today. So if I could ask you please to turn around, have a look around the audience and see if you can find your families, your friends and your sponsors, and just give them a big round of applause.
Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, since the monocle went out of fashion in Europe in the 20th century, it is appropriate that optometrists, like lenses, should come in pairs. And no pair knows better how the optical world wags than Mary and Douglas Perkins, two highly successful individuals who comprise a formidable couple. They met while studying optometry at Cardiff University and started up on their own in Bristol with the practice of Bebbington and Perkins, which grew into a group of 23 practices and was sold to a public company in 1980. They then founded Specsavers, the first practice opening in Bristol in February 1984. When the law changed, allowing opticians to advertise, they saw their opportunity and pioneered a structure whereby local opticians could run their own businesses, but the global company would own a stake. I need not explain that the venture was an unqualified success. Specsavers claims to be the United Kingdom's favourite optician with 16 million registered customers and has stores in the Irish Republic and the Netherlands. It is indeed among the world's top 5 optical businesses, and in April 2003 it was awarded superbrand status by the Independent Brand Council, joining 73 leading United Kingdom brands, including Marks & Spencer, Duracell, Oxo and Persil.
Mary and Douglas Perkins pursue yoga and cricket, respectively, and are both keen hill walkers. They are prominent in charitable work, and their activities include Action Aid Guernsey and the Mines Awareness Trust, while Mary Perkins is president of Age Concern Guernsey. We boast, sir, that we produce some of the best graduates in the country, well equipped for the world of work. It is a privilege to present for honorary fellowships two eminent exemplifications of this claim. Anrhydeddus Isgang Hellor, Cyflwyna fi ti, Mary Perkins a Douglas Perkins fel cymrodir enradydd Brifysgol Caerdydd.
Prwyr awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y cyngor derbaniaf di fel cymrawd anrhyder Brifysgol Caerdydd.
Vice-Chancellor, for seeing distant frontiers, a telescope is required and binocular vision is redundant. Far-sighted research ophthalmologists therefore come singly. And few come so singularly successful in their field as Professor John Marshall. Just as Falstaff not only had wit, but was the cause of wit in others, so Professor John Marshall not only has vision himself, but is the cause of it in myriads of others. He is Frost Professor of Ophthalmology and Chairman of the Academic Department of Ophthalmology at St Thomas's Hospital, and was previously Semble Professor of Experimental Ophthalmology at the Institute of Ophthalmology. His research has resulted in almost 400 research papers and has produced inventions which are of inestimable value to humankind, such as a revolutionary laser device for the correction of refractive disorders, with which over 5 million procedures have been carried out worldwide. He also created the world's first diode laser for treating the eye problems of diabetes, glaucoma, and aging. Recently, he has developed and patented a unique retinal biometric analysis system which is being exploited by government and private security agencies throughout the world. He has been awarded the Nettleship Medal of the Ophthalmological Society of the United Kingdom, the Mackenzie Medal, the Rayner Medal, the Ridley Medal, and many more. He has held posts chairing the medical advisory boards of many international corporations and sits on the board of a number of companies. We are proud, sir, that he is a frequent research collaborator with our own School of Optometry, to which he brings the knowledge, expertise, and industrial links of a highly successful researcher, inventor, and entrepreneur in the field of vision. Anrhydeddus Isgang Hellor, cyflwyna fi ti yr athro John Marshall fer cymrawd anrhyddedd Brifysgol Caerdydd.
Prwyr awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y cyngor derbaniaf di fel cymrawd anrhyder Brifysgol Caerdydd.
Vice-Chancellor, members of the university staff, new graduates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Honorary Fellows, we would like to thank you publicly, most sincerely, for the honour that you have bestowed upon us. We are particularly grateful to be honoured by a university with such a famous optometric school. And all of us follow with great pleasure the developments and expansion of optometry within this university. In preparing this brief response, I'm reminded of a remark by Mark Twain, who said, "Honours may come to you with increasing age, but on condition that you outlive your critics." And in our field, there is an excellent example of this in Harold Ridley. He was an ophthalmologist who served the country during the Second World War and noticed in fighter pilots that had received damage to their eyes from shells exploded on the canopies of their Spitfires and Hurricanes, the small pieces of perspex that entered their eyes didn't cause an immune reaction. And this gave him the idea of fashioning lenses out of perspex and putting them into eyes subsequent to the operation for cataract. Harold Ridley implanted his first intraocular lens at St Thomas's Hospital in 1949, but he received no recognition in the United Kingdom until 50 years later, when belatedly he was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society and then subsequently knighted. Now, I'd like to pass on two comments from Harold Ridley which are pertinent both to the optometrists amongst you and the business school. To me, he said, "My boy, two notes to remember. Never interrupt a patient when they're writing your check. And never open a practice on the coast, because you immediately limit your catchment area by 180 degrees. Now, for me, he was extremely wise counsel, because in the early days of the laser that we designed to correct vision, I attracted an enormous amount of flack and huge amounts of criticism. And Harold Ridley said, well, again, you have to outlive it because you're either right or you're wrong. And fortunately, it proved that we were both right. So remember the second saying of Mark Twain, a crank is a man with a new idea until it's accepted. So never be too far ahead of your peers if you want to feel comfortable. But if you want to achieve, just keep creating. You as new graduates can do anything. And I urge you to utilize the knowledge that you've acquired in this university and be brave when you think you're right. Persevere, because many times you will be right. Now, driving down here this morning, the light was spectacular, and one could see over the countryside for many, many miles. And it really reinforced how important our vision is. So those optometrists that are newly graduated, you are charged with looking after the nation's eye health. A huge responsibility lies in your hands, and with current government policy and changes, your practices will change and you'll accumulate more and more responsibilities. On the near horizon, the ability to apply drugs to the eye. For the business people amongst you, I was a little bit disturbed. There are a huge amount of business graduates, and there are so few optometrists to manage. However, I'm sure you'll develop your liaisons that you generated here in Cardiff. Finally, Professor Skilton, I'd like to just comment. Monocles take a few minutes to dispense, but they take at least 3 generations to wear properly. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Honorary Fellows, again, thank you for this honour. I will always try to live up to the standards that you have set. I've made a promise to become an honorary Welshman, except when England's playing rugby. Thank you.
Gentlemen, we're nearly at the end of this ceremony. I've been involved in graduation ceremonies for some years, but the considerable pleasure I derive from them does not diminish. For me, it's the event of the year in the university calendar. This venue helps to give a great sense of occasion to the proceedings, but above all, I savour the wonderful atmosphere of joy and pride that has pervaded here this afternoon. I give my congratulations to everyone who has graduated. This is a great occasion for you all, and I trust that it will bring happy memories at all times. Graduation is certainly one of the defining events in one's life. Some graduates will be staying in the university to pursue further studies, and we'll be glad to welcome you back. However, most of you will be leaving Cardiff for other parts of these islands and overseas. Well, I wish each and every one of you good health, happiness, and a successful career. Pob lwc yn y dyfodol. I trust you will enjoy your stay in Cardiff University and that you'll become ambassadors for us and the city of Cardiff, which is celebrating, as you probably know, 100 years as a city and 50 years as the capital of Wales. As a first step, please consider becoming an alumnus. See the back page, the back cover, inside the back cover on the programme, and please get in touch with the alumni office. On looking around, it's very noticeable that Cardiff is sustaining its reputation as an international centre of learning. There are men and women from very many countries studying at this university. This not only gives us particular pleasure because Cardiff itself is an international city. For over 100 years, we have welcomed people of all nationalities from all parts of the world, and we all live in peace and harmony together. Do make the most of your qualification and use your talents to the full. Have a zest for life. Be curious to learn. And join what I call the University of Lifelong Learning. Consider another qualification. Combinations, you know, are very useful to me. Very useful. To me, the pursuit of knowledge is a justifiable end in itself, but knowledge is also a priceless asset. Finally, let us all be mindful of and resolve whenever possible to help those who are less fortunate than ourselves. To you and all you hold dear, good health, happiness, and may you find fulfillment in all you do. On behalf of the university and, of course, myself, have a safe journey home and goodbye. Hwyl fawr, diolch yn fawr. Thank you.